Hello drama lovers, and welcome back to the K-Pop World Channel. Today, we're diving into a story that has quietly settled in the hearts of many fans. A story that's not about camera flashes or new drama projects, but about someone who has slowly changed. And that change can no longer be hidden. That name is Xiao Zhan. His face remains the same. That smile still appears on screen. But something is different. Something that's made fans ask, "Are you okay, Zhanji?" We all know, these past days haven't been easy. Ever since news broke about Wang Yibo's emergency surgery, the atmosphere within the fandom shifted drastically. Everything became tense, uncertain. But amidst the chaos, one thing stood out even more: Xiao Zhan's behavior. He's not speaking as much. When appearing before the media, he chooses silence. When fans greet him, he smiles, but not in the same way. His eyes have lost their light. And during a recent fan meeting, when someone mentioned the name Yibo, Xiao Zhan simply lowered his head. No words, no reaction. Fans noticed it immediately. This wasn't a random mood swing. This wasn't stress from work. This felt deeper, heavier. And soon, concern began to spread everywhere. People started to ask questions. Why is he so quiet? Where's the warmth in his eyes? Has something happened to Xiao Zhan? In forums and fan pages, speculations poured in. Some tried to be rational, saying he's just tired. Others were not so sure. One comment read, "He looks like someone grieving." Another said, "He's lost a part of himself." Maybe because someone he deeply cares about is suffering. There was an unsettling heaviness in those words. Because what we're seeing isn't just a phase. It's not something time will easily fix. It looks like heartbreak. If we go back a little, before Wang Yibo's surgery was made public, there were already signs. Xiao Zhan suddenly canceled an appearance without much explanation. Cameras caught him leaving a set with a blank expression. At the time, no one linked it to anything serious. But now, those moments feel like fragments of a puzzle that's starting to come together. And when the news of Wang Yibo's emergency surgery finally came out, everything made sense. Xiao Zhan is not okay, and now, the world is starting to see it. One of the most obvious moments came during a recent press conference for his drama. He was well-dressed, hair neatly styled. On the surface, everything looked perfect, but his eyes told a different story. He sat silently, fidgeting with his left hand, clenching it at times. A reporter asked a simple question about friendship in the industry, and he answered with a line that left the room silent. You could be surrounded by people and still feel alone when one of them is gone. He didn't say a name, but everyone knew who he was talking about. His silence became even more apparent in the days that followed. He refused interviews, took back exits to avoid the press, and for fans waiting outside venues, there was no wave, no glance, no acknowledgement. Just tinted car windows and a heavy silence. This was unlike him. Xiao Zhan had always been known for his warmth with fans. He would smile even when tired, wave even when late. He had always made time for those who supported him. But now it's different. He's not avoiding fans out of arrogance. He's avoiding them because he's emotionally exhausted. There was one moment that broke many fans' hearts. One night, a fan site shared a blurry photo taken from afar. A figure stood outside a hospital, wearing a mask, a hat, head lowered. The image was quiet, almost ghostly. Not long after, a hospital staff member confirmed that Xiao Zhan had indeed visited, but he didn't go inside. He just stood there for a while and left. What thoughts were racing through his mind at that moment? Why couldn't he bring himself to go in? Maybe it was fear, or maybe it was pain, a kind of pain that words can't fix. The fandom began revisiting old memories. Moments that once seemed trivial suddenly became significant. Like when Xiao Zhan used to steal glances at Wang Yibo during photo shoots. Or when he gave small hand signals behind the scenes, gestures no one understood until now. Those were not coincidences. They were signs. And now, fans believe what they suspected for so long. That between Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo, there was a connection far deeper than what the industry ever acknowledged. And when one of them is hurting, the other crumbles quietly. Fans didn't stay quiet. They flooded social media with messages of support. From Twitter to Weibo to Instagram, words of encouragement poured in. Even though Xiao Zhan may never reply, fans hoped he would feel that he's not alone. One international fan wrote, "Dear Xiao Zhan, even if you don't tell us what's wrong, we can feel it. Please take your time. Heal slowly. We'll be here." But perhaps the most heart-wrenching message came from someone rumored to be on Xiao Zhan's team. A short-lived Instagram story, deleted shortly after, that read, "He just wants his friend to recover. But time feels unbearably slow." That one sentence was enough to bring thousands of fans to tears. People began to wonder, is Xiao Zhan experiencing depression? Is he trapped in silent grief? Or is he just desperately holding on? We may never know the full truth, because emotional pain isn't always loud. And people like Xiao Zhan, who are always there for others, often forget to save space for themselves. In an old interview, he once said, "I'd rather calm others down than reveal the chaos in my own heart." And now, maybe for the first time, he can't calm anyone down, not even himself. Does Wang Yibo know that someone waits for him in silence? That someone is slowly losing their light because he's lying in a hospital bed? We don't know, but we can hope that someday they'll stand beside each other again. Not on stage, not for the cameras, but simply as two people who've been through pain and healed together. Until then, we can only offer prayers for Wang Yibo's recovery and for Xiao Zhan's peace of mind. Let's hope that even in the darkest of nights, a small light still flickers. That behind Xiao Zhan's quiet facade, there's still hope waiting to bloom again. Someday, we will see that real smile again. Not the one for fans or media, but the one born from a heart that's no longer breaking. So for now, let's support them quietly, with loyalty, with love, with belief that no matter how heavy the silence, love in all its forms will always find its way. So, what do you think Xiao Zhan is really feeling right now? Do you think he's going through depression? Or is he simply a man who just needs time and space? Share your thoughts in the comment section. We'll continue to monitor for any updates from Wang Yibo or Xiao Zhan and bring it straight to you. Until next time, thank you for staying with us on K-Pop World.